still chasing fire through the years half slowed. Weights on my back, sweat in my eyes. Old man's fight never says die. Old man on the mat, still standing tall. One more round, yeah, I've heard it all. Grip the edge, don't let it slip. Strength in the soul, strength in the grip.
Hey, Old Man on the Mat crew, this is Tony Jones coming at you with another great episode of Old Man on the Mat. Yes, I know, that's my key phrases. I'm excited about everything. I am excited about life, guys. Everything's rocking and rolling. Guys, I want to say thank you once again for all the purchases of all the merch. Everything has been going crazy. You can find us all out there at oldmanonthemat.com, and you can find this podcast everywhere you get your podcast, Spotify, Apple, but you can find us everywhere, and I do appreciate everything you guys are doing. But with that being said, guys, I'm fired up. We're crossing the big pond again. We're over to Brighton in the UK, and I hope I said that right, but I think I did. We have this young lady here to my left, your right. She's a huge manager out there of the gym. The gym group, it's a huge gym. Apparently, she was the one that made it go crazy. Okay, maybe not. But she's the one that made it rock, and she owns Hollie Avery Fitness. Guys, with that, I give you Hollie Avery. How are you doing, girl?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Still breathing and kicking out here in the old US of A.
Is it sunny where you are? Is it hot?
Well, where I am right now, it's winter time. I'm off in like Kentucky out here now, and it's winter time, so it's 40 degrees. So they had snow yesterday. I've only been in this area for a short period of time, and they had snow like a half an inch yesterday. They shut the whole town down. It was crazy.
Yeah, that sounds like what England would do, to be fair, if there was a little bit of snow.
Is it winter time there?
It is, but we're having quite a mild winter, actually. It's not too bad, like 10 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is, in fact.
I don't know either, but it's there.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what? Like I said before, I saw some of your videos out there, and I love to talk to interesting people. You know, people that I think can bring something to the audience out there, to give them something to dive into, and just looking at what you're doing out there, is reading some things about you on your page, and you said you have a lot of fun, and that's really cool. I think that's important. So
yeah.
Before we dive in further, let's hear your story. Let's talk about you. Tell me how you got started in all this fitness and your story and all that stuff.
I mean, I feel like it goes back to when I was really young. So, like, I used to love doing sports, netball, horse riding. Like, on a sports day, love sprinting, doing the relay. But I think, like, when I got into secondary school, and probably around the age of 14, I kind of not fell into the wrong crowd as such, because I'm still best friends with all of my school friends. But I just stopped doing any types of sports. I didn't even go to PE lessons. I was so embarrassed, I think, and shy and unconfident in doing sports. And I don't know what that is and how that changed. But I became a bit of a party animal. So, like, my priorities were completely different to what they are now.
Yeah.
And I think just when COVID happened, you know, we grew up a little bit. Life massively changed for everyone. So I started to try to dabble back into some sort of health and fitness, really. I tried to go into HIIT because everyone was doing like Courtney Black workouts and just jumping around the house. And I just kind of knew that wasn't for me. I got myself a personal trainer towards the end of it, and then I started lifting weights, and I kind of really started to fall in love with training again and how it made you feel. I put so much research into like how to grow muscles, macro, food, nutrition, and it all just kind of like led from there, really. I mean, the personal trainer that I had before, they decided to kind of go more into like a class group and small group PT. And I remember very vividly, like, I didn't want to do that. I didn't feel comfortable yet immersing myself with a group of other people and training. I still just wanted that one-to-one to build my confidence. But they did say that I would fail if I stopped using their services.
What?
I know. And I don't know whether it was just a joke. Like, it probably would have just been a joke. But I think sometimes when you're dealing with clients or people who are not confident in the gym, like, a joke can be taken like a really wrong way. And it always stuck with me. So I kind of said to myself that I'm not going to let it fail. Like, I'm going to get into the gym. I'm going to love it. And then from there, I realized how much I loved it. I became a personal trainer, and then I became a gym manager. And I kind of just make sure that women and like young girls who just are starting out don't experience that same thing as I did, because it's just not not the way that they should do. They should feel good about themselves, and you shouldn't have to be stuck with a personal trainer forever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So that was your journey into this. Now, when you said that you worked out for a while, you didn't want to jump around at home, and you decided to go ahead and so how did you get the job to be a gym manager though? You just said, "Hey, she's working out. Want to run this gym?"
Um, it was a good opportunity that came up. So I was working full time in a previous job, and I was doing my online personal training course. As soon as I qualified, there was an opportunity for like a fitness manager at the gym that I'm at now. So I took that leap of faith. It was a big pay cut. I took probably about like a £10,000 pay cut. To just kind of go into that entry level. I didn't think that I would be able to go into straight into personal training. It's a really, really hard industry to get into. And I just know, yeah. So fitness manager came up, I went for the job, took a massive pay cut, and thankfully I got it. And I think you need to take those risks in life, because after about 6 months of doing the fitness manager role at the Hove Gym, I actually got promoted to general manager of another branch. And then from there, I was already on more than what my previous job was. So it took a very small,
Okay.
about a year there, I've come back as general manager of the Hove. So yeah,
Oh, wow.
just got lucky, really. I had not much
Lucky.
experience. They gave me the opportunity, and I just learned quick, and I put my head into it. And now, yeah, I manage one of the best gyms in the country.
Oh, wow. Well, I don't think it's luck.
Mhm.
I believe there's opportunities and things like that, but luck, I don't know. You probably worked hard for that. Now, what kind of
Yeah.
career, what kind of industry were you in before the health field?
I was actually working for my local authority, helping people who were homeless or were about to be threatened with homelessness. I managed a lot of cases, probably about 100 cases at a time of different types of homelessness, families, prison leavers, single men, like lots of different stories out there, uh, lots of different challenges. And
Yeah.
yeah, I tried to help everyone, tried to get housing again and get back on their feet.
Really? Now, do you guys, when you have them jumping on that, when you guys find people that are homeless and things like that, I mean, does everybody qualify for it? Because I know we have a massive homeless problem here in the
Yeah.
United States. So,
Yeah, I've always wondered how it works in other countries as well. No, in England, there is like a law where you have to be a priority need as such. So it could be like parents with children, like really severe mental health, physical disabilities. Um, yeah, lots of different categories, really. So you need to be kind of defined as more vulnerable than the ordinarily vulnerable, as
okay,
is what it
okay,
says.
yeah,
So, if I became homeless, I probably wouldn't get any help as such, but someone who needed it much more than I did, they would. So it's very
gotcha.
difficult.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the same thing here. It's really hard, and as people, you have to be special needs to a certain point, but there's always opportunity. We found that looking out
Yeah.
here, there's mostly people, a good chunk of people that are homeless have mental illness. So you see a lot of that there.
Yes, massively. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, look, like bipolar, schizophrenia, obviously depression, which is, I just feel like a given once you're in that situation. Yeah, lots of mental health. But then if you listen to their stories, you can kind of sometimes understand why. A lot of it stems from just childhood, and it's just that vicious cycle of your life script, really. And if you've been born, I think sometimes into such a, an unlucky or poverty
Yeah.
or an abusive family background, it stems with you, really. And that's the majority of cases. I would say it's all just, unfortunately, people have had a really sad childhood, and it's hard for them.
Yeah. Yeah, and I see that a
Yeah.
lot. And it's, you just don't know how to tackle all those issues. We look at all that stuff here, and you feel for everyone. But you're always thinking, because we have so much wealth in the country, also, and we're able to help so many people. There's always something, service or something like that, to help people, and just a lot of people don't go for it. Some people really want to stay on the streets. I don't know why, but it's mental illness. I think. Am I off on that, or thinking the same way?
No, 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 you're right. There is so many services out there. And yeah, some people can engage, but obviously some of it, maybe it's like an addiction that they struggle with, that they just, you can sometimes give them the help. Like, for example, if we put someone into emergency housing, within a day or two, they might have got evicted. You
Wow.
rehouse them, they might have got evicted again. So sometimes they end up just running out of options. And then it's like you're really trying to find what can you do for that person in that situation. So yeah, it's hard.
It's very hard. Being such a bubbly person now, doing that kind of background or that kind of job, did that pull you down a little bit? Did that make you feel, that you were more getting depressed yourself dealing with those people all the time?
I mean, the first 2 weeks in the job, I think I cried nearly every day
Oh,
because
wow.
it'd be so hard to tell someone to, like, they have to sleep on the streets and there isn't anything you can do. You kind of, I guess, get normalized to it a bit, which is quite sad. Some things, like, there'd be the odd case where it would hit you at home, a lot of
Yeah.
like domestic abuse cases, even young women, like it, going crazy off topic here, but like female genital mutilation, things like
Oh,
that is still so rife in like
really?
this first world country, like religious backgrounds and stuff like that, like poor young girls, 16, 17-year-olds fleeing their family because like loads of different things. Yeah, it's insane. Some things would definitely come home with me, but I knew it wasn't a job that I couldn't do forever. I was young 20s dealing with such crazy, sad situations. And as much as I would have loved to, yeah, I realized my love for fitness, and then I wanted to start helping people in more of a positive way. There's only so much you can do. You're so limited by law and legislation and budget and money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, that I decided to, yeah, let's help people in another way. And I'd love to be able to give back more in the future. Maybe some people that really can't afford it or need it.
I get that. You have that heart. And that's, it's the same here.
Mm.
I think the government bureaucracy gets in the way of so many things. I really do. They have so much red tapes but anyway, I digress. Anyway, but I like to know someone's background, see how you get to where you are. Now, you want to help people fitness wise. Now, were you a little chubby person at all, a chubby kid or anything like that, a teen or
No,
no?
no. I've always been very lucky. I do think I've got very good genetics because
Okay.
never been overweight. I've always, it sounds awful to say, but I've always been strong. I actually used to think that I was quite muscly and like hench as a child. And I used to hate feeling like big and bulky.
Yeah.
But now that I look back on myself, I was so tiny.
Yeah.
And now I am like, I've just got like muscles popping out of my shoulders, but I love it. I love now feeling strong and powerful. Yeah, it's crazy. But no, I haven't had any bad things happen. I've been quite lucky.
Well, that's good. We don't need to make this, and then this horrible thing happened to me, and then I became,
I know.
we don't need that all the time. But that's pretty cool though. That you looked at yourself before, you didn't want to get bulky, but then again you realize, but it's that body image. Once again, we all have to deal with that body image. We look at ourselves as either
Yeah.
fat, skinny, whatever it is. Then now some of your clients, you run into a lot of your clients having that they'll think they're overweight when they think they're obese, and they're really not obese. You just need to tone some things up.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of, they focus so much on scale weight. They might be like 64 kilos, but really that's not a lot. Like I'm 64 kilos. Like the number on the scale just is nothing compared to actual like body composition.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone that I speak to in the gym is always so focused on that scale weight, but it fluctuates every single day. Like you can't focus on that, to be fair.
Yeah, and that's true. I used to have a gym. Was it 15 years ago or whatever? I had a gym. It was a martial arts studio, and then we'd run weight loss programs for certain people. They'd come in. We'd have these little weight loss things, and we focused on the scale a lot. But then again, we start realizing, after everybody got certified and all the training, was like the scale is almost the last thing you should look at. It's how your clothes are fitting, how you feel, and all that stuff. Now, when you train with different people, is your challenge? And I like to know this part. Is it your most challenging clients? Are they the ones that are fit already, just needs the extra little hump, a little push to get to the next level, or the people that are just been on the couch forever, they're obese, they're eating all the junk stuff, and you want to get better? Which one are the toughest ones to change the mindset?
Oh, I actually think it's the people that are already like fitness
Okay.
people, or yeah, massively. I think the people like my clients who, on the sofa, maybe like eating whatever they want. are my easiest because I think they have a lot more, not a lot more dedication, but I can teach them a lot more. Like, you know, it's more about balance because I think those types of clients think they have to do like the weight loss jab or eat really low, fad diets, shake diets. But really, like, my approach to everything is just balance. Like, if you want to eat chocolate and a donut every day, eat a donut and chocolate every day. You know, we'll just incorporate everything in your lifestyle. It's more about like the long run and feeling good and healthy, lifting weights. I think my clients that are already really strong, like, it's really trying to define that niche point of really what they want. So it takes a lot more in-depth, like, unraveling and seeing really actually your life's pretty good. Like, what is it that you want out of it? You know, you're looking great, you're strong, you're eating well, so what is it that we can do for you? Whereas the people that are really new into this, it's everything that we can do for them. We can teach them about their nutrition, we can teach them about training, how your muscles work, how important it is to just daily move and get more sunlight on your skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. But then, you know, that makes sense. A lot of guys are fitness already. They know everything. You know, I know everything, but yeah, I'm going to pay you to train me, but I do know everything, you know, one
Yeah.
of those things. But, you know, when I look at food as a huge drug, I think it's almost the biggest drug that's out there, you know.
Yeah.
So when people are eating, you're telling them stop eating all these calories and things, and that's the hardest part. I know I've struggled with weight up and down over the years throughout my life. Been on the couch for so long, been out of the gym, did some bodybuilding, been back off the couch, and the weight is just. It's hard to deal with the food, I would say. You know, the food is the
Yeah.
issue. Now, when you get a new client that walks in, somebody who's been on that couch just says, you know what, enough is enough. I need to get in shape. What do you tell them? What's the first thing you say to them? You don't look at them and say, "Oh my God, you really do need to get in shape." No, you don't say that.
Well, no, I don't think I'd ever say that, to be fair. But I probably just find out what is it that their goal. Like, what's the long-term goal? Like, where do they see themselves? And then let's break that down into smaller parts. So they want to lose a lot of the time. They want to lose like an obscene amount of weight, and they want to get down to like this. And I'm like, well, actually, that's not going to be realistic. Like, that's probably not going to be what you need for your body frame in your life. Like, let's just hit the 1 kilo and then the 2nd kilo and the 3rd kilo. Or, you know, let's look at just, if you're doing 2,000 steps a day, we'll just increase that to 6,000 steps.
Okay.
And then it's building those really small habits over time for me that will then get you sticking to it in the long run. There's no point going from 2,000 steps a day to 10,000 steps. Half the time they just get tired. They don't really see the benefit of it. They're just trying to fit it in with all of their life, and they see it maybe as a bit of, not like a chore, but they find it probably a bit more of a difficulty. Like, oh, actually, I never done this, so when can I? But it's like, well, actually, if you hit 5,000, all you need to do is add another 1,000 steps to that day over that course, and yeah, we'll just build it up from the ground.
Okay. All right. Let's start them out small and slow process. Now, what type of diet do you put them on? It's because you hear all these different diets. So, you know, you're in that industry, so you know there's tons of different programs. You know, the keto, the carnivore, the fasting all the time, the whatever. What do you suggest? What's your best one? I would say, if you had to pick one.
I don't have a particular one. Honestly, my just outlook is that we just need to enjoy our life like as much as we possibly can. So for me, it's like you can eat anything and still hit where you want to go to a degree. But then it's like we need to look at what's more going to be beneficial for us. So, you know, if we're just going to be eating pizzas every day, you're not really going to get much nutritional value from that. So we need to look at like having a good, nice, high protein diet, making sure you're getting your fiber in, your vegetables, your fruits, you know, like Greek yogurt, where it's going to be more fermented and good for your gut. I'm all here for having like a burger and a pizza, but if you're doing that every day, you're just not benefiting your insides as much as you can be. So yeah, it's just trying to find the best way to stick to that diet by ensuring we get that adequate protein and also every other bit of beneficial like nutritional health. Yeah.
Are you big on supplements also, or?
I can see the benefit in them for sure. I don't really have like a protein shake personally. I eat so much meat and I get my protein easily from my diet.
Okay.
I do supplement a lot of creatine Vitamin D at the moment, definitely, because it's already 4 o'clock and it's dark in England. So,
Okay.
you know, we have no sunlight anymore.
Yeah.
Like fish oil. I really tried to focus on just getting like that healthy food. So like the salmon and the fats and the avocado, but supplements are definitely there should you need it.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
got you. Now, what is your meal plan for yourself personally for for a day? And that's good, because I'm looking at you sitting there, and man, your guns are huge, man. Your arm, I mean, the good way. You're like the
No,
girl chiseled.
so I kind of eat kind of like very similar in most meals. So breakfast wise, if I'm in a rush, it'll probably be like Greek yogurt with a load of mango, blueberries, lots of different types of seeds and nuts. And that's that. If I don't have Greek yogurt, I'm probably going to have some sort of like sourdough with smashed avocado, bacon, maybe like some chicken sausages, maybe like a nice little fry up because
Okay.
you've got to love a fry up with bacon and eggs and everything like that. So that's probably the only two things I'll ever have for breakfast because
Okay.
I think consistency and eating the same thing is what's going to benefit you.
Oh yeah.
Lunch-wise, I'll always meal prep like dinner for lunch as well. So I just love like a chicken poke bowl or a salmon poke bowl. I make homemade burgers. Oh God, fajitas, anything like that. Anything that's just meat based.
Okay.
With like veggies and stuff on the side. Nothing crazy. It's so simple. Every time I go to the supermarket, I buy the same thing, and then you can
Really?
just make it versatile.
Okay.
Always. It's so boring.
No, but do you get bored with that food or no? Because sometimes you just like what you like.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I probably don't get bored because there's so many different ways you can adapt it. So like the chicken poke bowls, I'll maybe do it as a salmon one day. Maybe this kind of pasta, I'll swap it out for like a carbonara, and then I'll have like a homemade burger. I might like add on things like bacon. So there's
Okay.
always like your key staples, like your chicken, your lean beef, your eggs, your Greek yogurt, and then you just adapt everything each like week.
Okay. Okay, so you just mix it all up. Not bad. So you're eating just 3 meals a day? Or are you doing the 5 to 6 meals a day? Do you big on snacking?
I do love a snack. Where I'm so busy at work, what works for me is having like a lot of smaller meals.
Okay.
Because I could be middle of my lunch and a member of the gym might need me for something. So I find that having like, breakfast and then maybe a small snack, lunch, another little snack, and then dinner. So kind of like 3 main meals, maybe a couple snacks. But those snacks could be things like a Greek yogurt bowl. So if I have like eggs and sourdough for breakfast, I'll probably have a small Greek yogurt bowl for a snack, and then I'll have my lunch and then dinner from there. So
Okay.
it's much consistent thing. Keeps my energy levels better as well, I find. If I'm not eating for a long period of time, I just get tired and lethargic.
Yeah.
And clean and good. Yeah, it just helps your blood sugar.
Okay. Do you have a certain time of day you stop eating? Do you stop eating like at 10 o'clock or 8 o'clock or something like that? No.
No, just ever. No, I love food. I couldn't
just-
stop eating. I absolutely love food.
So you don't stop eating as you just eat when you feel like eating. But you're active, so
Yeah,
that's what keeps that going for you.
Yeah, I got home at midnight last night after a Christmas party and had like 2 slices of toast because I was so hungry. So I eat whenever I need to.
Okay. You're like a fitness client's dream. She said I can eat anything all day. Let's go.
I do. I know. And this is the thing that I feel like I just tried to make sure it's so simple. And if people want to, do whatever they want in life, then let's make that work for your life. That's how I think it should be.
Okay.
Yeah, all about balance.
Yeah, if it works, that's really good, because a lot of times we go in the gym, especially I know right now, January 1st is coming around the corner. So your gym is going to be packed and everyone starts these new goals. And then by the second week, it's dead because they have a lot of these goals that they don't want to, I think, this is my opinion, that they don't want to change. They don't want to stop eating. They don't want to stop drinking the bourbon. They don't want to stop those things. So they feel they got to give all that up in order to get shape. So you're saying you don't have to really give all that up. You just can't have it all day.
Yeah, practically. Yeah, pretty much. And don't overcomplicate it. If you've gone from the gym, like if you never go to the gym, then don't expect to be going 5-6 times a week. Like it's really not necessary.
Yeah.
Just start with 2 days a week and then add that 5,000 steps every day. Once you started ticking that off and you start to feel good and you realize actually you've been going consistently for a month, then let's increase it. yeah, I always say, tell people, don't overcomplicate it. And you don't actually really need the gym to achieve what you want.
Yeah.
That's the crazy thing.
But you
That's
know what?
coming
You're
from me
right. I think everyone's moving.
working.
I won't say everyone, but I see a lot of people moving into the home gym phase. You know what I mean? They have their garages
Yeah.
set up. They have all their things. You know, it's like me. I travel so much, so I have my sets of kettlebells that I like to do. You know, the workouts I like to do with those. So you can. I guess people are getting away from the gym now. Do you see that in your studio, or people are still coming in by droves?
Yeah, I have a lot of like some of the members in the summer, they do go out and they do a lot more like calisthenic type stuff in the park.
Okay.
You know, they get out more in the sun, and then now it's getting a winter again, they're coming back in.
Okay.
I mean, I'm one of those gyms though that it is a low budget gym. So I have like 5,500 members. Our turnover's high. It's no contract. People come and go as they please.
That's awesome.
So yeah, we have a very good setup for our gym. Very different, lots of different types of clientele.
Yeah, that's awesome. Because I tell you, here we have well, everyone. I think there's small gyms like that, but a lot of the big gyms here, you have to sign a contract. You got to be on a membership and all these things. You know, if you want to cancel, you jump through every hoop to cancel a membership. And I always believed, like when I had my gyms, we didn't have any contracts. So I figured, if you don't want to come, you don't come. You know, why charge you? Why force you to stay where you don't want to be? You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Now let's talk about you getting into you're into the hits and am I saying CrossFit? Am I wrong by saying that?
No, yeah, I've kind of got into CrossFit. So
Okay.
I've been doing it for about a year now. I need to get better at it for sure. I'm going to get a coach next year because there's definitely so many areas that I need to progress on.
Yeah.
But yes, I do love CrossFit. It's definitely changed my whole outlook on life, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I know people do slate CrossFit
Yeah.
and they say, you know, it's a little bit cult and stuff. But the gym that I go to, like the community is just amazing. And I have just met so many amazing friends. I've moved kind of a little bit out of Brighton now to like another town just 10 miles down the road. So it's not too far. I still work in Brighton. And I think when we grow up, like we do separate a lot from our childhood friends. We all have different lifestyles now. You know, a lot of them are kids and married. And joining that CrossFit gym has just gave me a whole new group of friendships. I've met loads of different types of athletes. I've dived into competitions. My whole physique and my fitness has changed. So I know people do slate it, but CrossFit has got such a good purpose to it.
Yeah, I mean, I see it. You guys, I'm telling you, I watch some of you guys do stuff. You know, I mean, you guys do get in shape. I think you see that same body type, and it's always that chiseled looking, healthy body type on the CrossFit. You know, the only reason why people slate it so much is because just the same ways they do a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. The CrossFit people and the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu people always think their crap don't stink. We're
Yeah,
better than
probably.
everybody else because I can jump over a wall or I can choke someone. But that's okay. If you have to be that way, you have to be that way. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Now, do you like it just because for the fact that I know you get a great workout, but is it more because of the bonding you get in there, the friendships you make in there, or is it just a challenge? Because it is challenging to watch you guys do that stuff. You guys do some crazy stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a challenge and I go for that, to be honest with you. But I think it's a mixture of both. Like, I wouldn't be able to challenge myself without that community background behind me because we all do push each other to the limits and we know what we've got and it's so supportive. And I think that's what makes everyone go back time and time again to go try harder, you know, because they have got that background. There's competitions go on every quarter where you can really push yourself to the limit and see who wins out of it. And I'm very competitive, so I'm always looking for that top and be the best of the best. So
That's
yeah,
cool.
it definitely gives me the opportunity to try.
I don't know, but like I said, I've been diving into it, not doing it, but watching more of the things and seeing the stuff they're doing, and it's just like, oh my gosh, these guys are amazing. And I saw one guy who was 70 something years old doing that. I'm like,
is that the High Rocks?
Yeah, High Rocks. That's it. Yeah, High Rocks.
High Rock. Yes. Yeah, and crazy. My mum's about to do a High Rocks with me, and she's like 66. She's going to do the first. I know, I can't wait.
Oh man, is she the fitness and everything too?
No, not really. Like she's just your average mum, I would say.
Doing High Rocks, Adrix.
I know. Yeah, I know. She saw it. She came to Birmingham and she saw people like the 70-year-old that was doing it, and she saw like this group of different people who are partaking, like overweight, unhealthy. You've got your athletes and you've got your older people. And she thought, you know what, if all these people can do it, then so can I.
Yeah.
So she didn't have much of a choice, because as soon as the tickets came out, I said, like, I'm about to buy you one,
Oh
really,
man.
because I'm gonna challenge her to her limits.
Wow. That's pretty awesome. Is she gonna love you more or hate you? I don't know.
We'll see. I'll probably have to do 70% of the work, but
That's
we'll
okay. That's okay. That's
think,
okay. I know my daughter signing me up. This was a few years back for the what's those Spartan races, the Spartan thing.
oh yeah, was it good?
Oh God, no. I did it because I did it with my girls, and I will tell you, it was some parts were fun, all the running and jumping. But I wore a kilt doing it, and I don't know why I did that. Some guys were talking about, so I got a kilt. We did the thing. And I will tell you, it was fun. The best part of the race, I would say, was the end when I got the beer. So that was good.
That's the best part, to be honest with you. That's exactly what I do
I
too.
know. I know, right? That ending, give me my drink and I'm done. I don't have to do this again,
Well deserved. Yeah,
I know
well
my daughters,
deserved.
they said, "You want to do another one?" I love you more than anything, but nope. Unless someone's chasing me, then I'll think about jumping over a wall and all that stuff. Oh man. Now, do you travel for those so those competitions, are they all local for you?
No, I have. I've done it. My first one was in Berlin, so in Germany. That was amazing. That was so cool. And then I've done, where else have I done? I'm going to look at my patches. I went to Dublin, so in Ireland, and then Birmingham in London. So 2 in England, 1 in Ireland, Germany.
Wow. Do you ever travel to the States doing them, or is it all over in the UK area?
No, I haven't, but it's tempting. But I
Yeah.
might try something new, because after all that drama on the post that happened, I've got 2 more high roxes, but then I really want to try something else. So I've got Athex and some other competitions. So if you can recommend any in the States, I'm more than happy to fly over.
Yeah. What, me in that area? I'll Google.
Yeah.
I have to Google.
Well, if you find anyone interesting else that you speak to, let
There
me
you go.
know.
There you go. There's a lot of people that do them, and I'm running into so many people that are doing those things. And I'm not saying that I
Yes.
missed the boat, but I just don't have the energy or desire to, like I said,
No,
unless someone's chasing me, then I'll run and jump over something. But
absolutely. I
oh,
understand. It's horrible, to be fair.
it's horrible. Yeah. Now, when you're out there, do you ever get to is there a phase? Because how long does that race go?
As long as you do it in. So my quickest was 1:15.
Okay.
And my longest was 1:19.
Okay.
So some people can do it for 2 hours, some people 2.5. Like the best of the best do it under an hour. And honestly, that's just absolutely insane. They must have like 10 lungs pumping air around them,
Oh
because
man.
I,
Oh
I don't
my
know how they cope.
gosh. And a lot of those are indoors, right?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
Berlin was outside, which was amazing. I don't know if you ever saw it. It was like stoning like crazy.
No.
Everyone was just getting plummeted in like rocks of ice like this the day before. It was insane. Yeah,
Holy cow, man. I know, looking at those things, it's like, wow.
not
Now, is
fun.
there certain points that you have to finish the whole thing to get your medal, right? So is there points where you can say, I'm not going to do this one. I'll do this. I'll do a modify to do something else.
Oh no, no, not really. I mean, if you do a doubles, obviously you can split it however you like. But in an ideal world, you're signing up for that race. I feel like that's what you've got to do. You've got to suck it up and do it all.
Okay.
Yeah, challenge yourself. You've got to do the things you hate and do the things you love.
Okay. So they have a drinking and eating version too, or no?
There's some stools around the edges. Like,
One fun race I did was a few years ago. It was the I forget what it's called. Oh my gosh! Well, it was a wine run. So you run and you get some wine, and you run and get some wine. That was great.
that sounds like my type of race, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah, I walked. I just leaned aggressively. That was it.
We just stayed in one spot for an hour.
There you go. Felt like it, but it was fun. It was a lot of fun. Now, what kind of goals do you have for you? How do you set your goals for yourself? Do you have daily goals that you want to hit every day, weekly, monthly, or how do you do that for yourself?
Um, like, I probably need to set myself more goals, to be honest with you. I just try and just take every day as it comes, and every week. I think, with work and just kind of being a female as such as well, we have hormones and we have this cycle. So, um, in terms of goals, like I know where I want to be in the future. I think I more look at myself in the long term.
Okay.
Um, and yeah, just I don't know. I'm very easygoing. Like I try not to dwell too much on like negatives, and I just look at like today. I was like, right, I'm going to go to the gym. What am I going to do?
Okay.
Um, how I'm feeling. I just adapt my life to what I want, and then I look at my life in the future and go, this is how I want my life to be looking. So I guess it's more kind of like not like a manifest kind of way, but I think if you picture a goal and you take the right actions every single day, you'll soon get there.
Okay. So affirmation. I think that's a version of affirmation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, do you have any daily affirmations you say to yourself every day? I meant to say
Yeah.
manifesting, but you have any daily affirmations?
Probably just to try and have a good day because work's so stressful. Managing a gym takes so many hours and it can take its toll and you get a bit of a burnout. So I
Yeah.
think for me, it's just like, right, we're going to have a good day today. We're not going to stress and we're going to enjoy it.
I'm not gonna punch anyone today.
Oh, no, no.
Oh man, that's good
Yeah, just
stuff.
try and get through.
Oh man, now are you looking to start your own facility down the road, or are you plan on staying there for I won't say forever, but is that where you want to be?
Um, I did have a goal to set up my own gym. But to be honest with you, where I am now in my life, like I'm been with my partner for a while, we're probably looking at having children next year.
Hey,
Um, yeah, so I think I'm kind of going to be in this for the long run, until we buy a bigger house. And, I think I would like to have like a home gym in the future and then really just PT from home. So something small where I can provide something a little bit more personal, um, and just kind of have a really nice work-life balance. I work so hard and I put so much hours into my job that I do forget about that there is a life outside of work. So my future goals and stuff is to just have a really nice work life balance, have a really nice family, ideally a lovely house where I can just work from there, train other women,
okay.
and travel and enjoy seeing new things. That's just what I want. Nice, something simple,
Yeah,
but
yeah, that's okay. Simplicity is great because, like you said earlier,
simplicity
some people complicate things too much.
they
Yeah.
do. And a simple life's a happy life.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Now, are you married or you have a significant other? Correct.
Significant other.
Okay. Did
Yeah.
you meet them
Not
in the gym? Were they a gym buff too, or no?
They are a gym buff, but I didn't meet them in the gym. We actually just met on like Bumble, like a
Oh
little
my gosh,
dating
one
app.
of
It's the
those.
most
That's
yeah,
awesome.
it's the most least romantic story in the world. Um, yeah, I met him. We got drunk, and then the rest is history. And now
I
we're
love it.
5 years down the line.
Oh
But
my,
yeah, he's the tyrant. He is a
I
gym
love
buff.
it. I love it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so you don't have that romantic where I looked across the gym and he was choking on the weight and you had to lift it off of him and
I'm the most probably least romantic person ever. Don't do soppiness. I don't do all of that.
oh man.
Yeah, he's the soppy one out of this. Don't tell him I said that.
So you're not watching all the Christmas romantic movies and stuff and all that, the
No, I
Hallmarks.
mean, oh, not the hallmarks, no, but like Love Actually and all the classics, yes, and The Holiday.
Yeah.
Uh, but no, I'm not one of those to be all lovey-dovey and smitten.
Man, that's good. I like it. Do you guys work out together or is he does his own thing and you do your own thing or anything like that?
Yeah, we work out together sometimes. A couple of the high roxes we've done that together. So we did the one in we did Birmingham together, and we're doing London in March as well together. So um, we have our good balances. He doesn't do like CrossFit or anything like that. He's very much just like lift weights, push pull, bro split.
Okay,
But with the
gotcha.
high rocks, he has got more into running. So his training's kind of changed as we've developed and done new things together. And I
Oh,
think that's the thing with fitness. It's like you are constantly changing what you find you enjoy, like just going from lifting weights to maybe running, and these are things about the high rocks. I know everyone's going, oh, it's a high rocks, it's not a sport, it's nothing serious, but actually like it's these small things that people start entering in and then they realize actually this is a different route that they can go down, and then from there it might develop into another competition, and then you never know what. So it's kind of sad that people belittle such just like a fitness fun event,
Yeah.
because it can be so important in people's journeys.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But you know, they look at things. I think a lot of that is still, you know, you guys are maybe doing some things that they can't do. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times when
Yeah.
you're just doing the push pull, you're cranking out the weights. You're not as flexible. You can't hop up on the wall. You can't do the big rows. You can't do some of those things. Maybe that's
Yes.
it. That's it. I'm
Yeah.
not going to say I'm jealous of you guys because you can do all that, but I'm not going to say that.
Yeah.
Oh man, what are you? I think you touched on it already, but I do have some questions I wanted to. Yeah, I have a list
Go
in
for
my
it.
head that I wanted to ask. So what are some of your principles you live by? I think you already touched on it. Just have a good time. But what are some of your principles you live by
Yeah.
to keep you moving?
I just think there is so much of the world to see, so many cultures and so many different types of people. Like for me, it is just about living your life and living your life to the full. And I think going to the gym and keeping healthy, eating well, being able to move in like all directions, it's not just about lifting weights, it's about being able to bend your spine in the ways it should be able to for your longevity. Like the longer you can live and live healthy, like the more of the world there is to see. And like exactly, like I've met you today all the way from America. Like it's just amazing to be able to see people and speak to so many different backgrounds and countries. I just think just having a nice simple life. I know there's so many challenges in the world, and the world's such a difficult, hard place sometimes, and I think it's just really important that you just be grateful for all the small little things and what you can achieve and what you can do.
Yeah.
Like, just enjoy it.
That's cool. That is cool. Because we do get bogged down with always trying to, we get stressed off over the world. Things happen in the
Yeah.
world. So it sort of limits us where we don't want to go do things, But your mindset, I like it. Have fun in life, right?
Go see the world, go travel. You only live once.
That's true.
Yeah, you only live once. Like, it is true. And there's so much of the world to see. You never want to make it too late. Like when I was 19, I left England and I went living abroad for a few years. And I just think, just get out there, leave your hometown, learn new things, get confident and step out your comfort zone, because you're never going to develop in life if you don't step out your comfort zone. Like this is way out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
And just the opportunity that you've allowed me to come on here is making me excited for next year, because I think like there's so many good things now that's to come.
Yeah.
Just by this one little podcast.
That's true. That is true, man.
Yeah.
You're amazing.
Thank you.
I like it.
I'm just low-key average I just feel like I'm just the average person. Like I just don't think, I just like to just live a simple life and just live my little life and just focus. I know it sounds selfish just to focus on me, but like if there's drama going on between people, like I don't really want to involve myself in that too much, like to a certain degree, because what is there that benefits my life by listening to some negativity? I know it sounds a little bit I can't think of the word when you don't listen to like bad things, but you've got to try and make the life for you a good one. And whether that's, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good though. It's true. That's a great way to be. You're not being self-focused, but you have to protect you. I think you have to protect your mind. And I used to teach my daughters that when they were younger. Protect your mind. Don't listen to all the negativity. Talk to yourself. I believe in self-talk. I talk a lot to myself. You know what I mean? Always tell myself great things about myself. And some people say, "Man, you sound so conceited." I'm like, well, if you were great as me, you would be too, right?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And I think it's true though. Like you have to love yourself,
You
I
have
think,
to.
to enjoy. And I feel like I'm in this stage of my life where I actually am truly happy. And I think if I looked back at all the things that I did when I was younger, like there's been loads of dark times. And I think it's just learning from those dark times and understanding that what may be bad for you, like, or what's happened to you is not the be all and end all. Like there are so many good things that you can do if you just take certain steps and then just look at the positives. So you've got to love yourself. It's the only way you're going to make your life happy.
That's good. And that is so true. So true. Do you read a lot of books or no?
I wish I did read more. I have a stack of books that I slowly get through.
Yeah.
I started one about 3 weeks ago and I'm probably about 20 pages in. But yeah. I would love to read. I always say I would love to read more, and there is time in the day. There's always that excuse that like, I don't have time, but yeah, there is always time. If I put the phone down and stop doom scrolling for an
Yeah.
hour, I probably read more. But I do love to read some sort of like self-development books. The Manifest one by Roxy Nafusi is probably one of my favorites. I think
That's a good one. Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
That's a really good one.
Yeah.
You know, my partner, she wrote a book, and she hasn't published it
Oh
yet,
yeah.
but she wrote a book, and she's been telling me to read it, and I've read it, and it's so powerful, and I'm like, ugh, it took me months to sit down and read that thing. You know, it's a
Yeah.
great book, and I love to read, but then again, I don't like to sit still too long, so I'll pick up a
Yeah.
book and start walking around the house reading, and I can't sit still and read. You know, or I'll end up picking
Yeah.
up my phone and start scrolling, but. That's pretty cool that you like that. Good stuff, man.
Is she going to publish it soon? Am I going
Yes,
to have
we're
to
looking.
read that?
Yeah, you'll get it. It's really good. It's man, it's wow. It's I think the title to look for is Tears for My Innocence. And it's a very
Okay.
strong, powerful book, and I was blown away by it. She had this book she's been trying to read write for maybe 10 years, and she finally sat down and wrote the book, and it was amazing. And I'm
Amazing.
not just giving her all the props. She's not even here, but I'm not giving her all the props or anything. But I'm telling you, for that book, it was so powerful. It was so impactful. So you'll look
That's
for
me.
it.
And again, it's never too late to be able to do something that you've always wanted to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, exciting.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
And how old are you?
I'll be 30 soon.
Oh, you're old.
So I'm still
Oh my
young.
gosh, you're old.
I'm trying to tell myself I'm still young.
Yeah. Once you
Yep, I'll
cross
be
over.
30 in a few weeks. I know. Life's so different. Say goodbye to the crazy 20s, but I'm
Yeah.
excited for my 30s.
Oh,
I
keep them
am.
crazy, girl. Keep them crazy. I'm double your age, but I keep them crazy. Just keep them crazy. You'll have a lot of fun out there. But you know what, Holly, this has been amazing. This has been a lot of fun. I enjoyed meeting new people, and you have a bright spirit. You smile. You have a great outlook on life. But before we get you out of here, tell everyone how they can find you, all your contact, your social media, everything. If they want to learn how to get in shape and have a great attitude, how they find you.
So I mean, I only really have my Instagram, so it's at Hollie Avery Fitness, and that's a Hollie with an IE, not a Y. And there is a Facebook, but I don't really go on it. Otherwise, you can find me at the gym group in Hove if you are in the UK. And I'm really excited to meet and speak to new people. So yeah,
Awesome.
reach out.
Awesome, girl. This has been fun. That's awesome, guys. Guys, that has been Hollie Avery. Look her up, find her, and see if you can get some of that great positive attitude to rub off on you. Thank you so much, Holly. We'll talk soon. I
Thank
can't
you
wait
so
to see your part 2 of your life with your new kids and all that stuff next year.
Thank you so much.
All right, we'll talk soon. Take care.
Bye.
Lines on my face like cracks in the road. Still chasing fire through the years half slow. Weights on my back,